Okay, hello guys, we're back in another Let's Fix the New Warriors, and this time we'll try to fix him. Be negative, which I feel that this is a fashion disaster, I think. But in this episode, I will show you the process from the concepting, the early sketch, up until the finishing. So while I'm starting up the setting first, okay, it'll be ready in a second. This video is supported with Patreon. Support me there, be a patron. Be a $1 patron to enjoy extra content of my comic, my online comic, drawing process video, or maybe behind the scene, and my other projects. Okay, let's start. Let's start with concepting the character first. Okay, honestly, this character is really I shouldn't say bad, but in the design aspect it is bad. Let me tell you why. Okay, this character only gimmick or selling points is he's the goth kid of the team, of the new warriors. He's the goth kid of the team, and the only description for his power is that he got a blood transfusions from Michael Morbius, and that is so basic. And I think yes, I'm using Winamp, and I think that they only trying to make him into a castaway side character, so there's no really deep there's no thoughts or any what should I say, any soul in the design, because you won't find any goth kid wearing white tights with costumes like that. And it's not goth at all. Try to type and Google the meaning of goth, or try to image search goth, and you won't find anything with anything like that. This is more like punk rock and a little bit touch of goth. So I'm gonna mix the concept here. So I'll keep the letter aspect of the costume. I'm gonna make the hair more better, I think. I'm gonna add more accessory to make his personality pops up more. And let's start with the eye. And try to make him look more stern and serious. Add some piercing as well. Okay, the mouth maybe be a challenge. I forgot the fangs. I need to add the fangs too. Now he have a chiseled face, so I'm gonna add that to a little bit of cheekbones there, make him a little bit older than the actual design. Sharper ear, of course. I'm gonna add piercings on the ears later, and a bit slender neck. I want to make his character into a more serious but chill character. And yes, while we're at it, making the hair a little bit more stylish and tidy. Adding accessories, and while we're at it, let's talk about the concept. Okay, I'm thinking that the backstory, not the backstory, the premise of the new warriors, the new warriors that taken from the outlawed is not strong enough. So I was thinking that well, being a vigilante is already illegal, so why make it more illegal? So, but why not make that the superhumans or mutants, maybe superhumans that have an ability that could pose a threat to the humanity, must be supervised, must be mentored if they're willing to be something better, like a superhero or something like that, so they won't abuse or misuse their powers and turn up being a villain. That is quite, I think that is quite strong premise. So they're gonna gathering up all of these trouble kids and trying to make them to go to the right path. And I think the challenging part in this character is that aside from the vampiric power, I don't feel any threat at all, except he can infect the whole world with his vampiric power. That could change, that could turn up into something that really dangerous. So why not? Maybe for that reason he can be taken and put together with the kids. So why not? Let's give him more personality. That more fitting for a quote goth kid. A bit more attention on the costume. So I'm still thinking about what kind of jacket that he gonna use, but I love the any one of you guys that still remember the Black Parade? Yes, I love the costume on that music video. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the element from the Black Parade, make his costume looks like a marching band costume, but maybe tweak it into more like a punk rock jacket. Yes, I don't think every superhero have to wear tight costumes. It depends. So why not? Especially if they don't need to hide their identities. Their identities are quite what should I say? Quite apparent and known by many people. Or maybe if their exception if their power needs to be compromised with their costumes. So I'm gonna took some element from the original design into my own design, make it into a jacket like this, with some zippers. Okay, no. Again, yeah. Okay, I really love character designing. Concepting character like this is one of my guilty pleasure, I think. Yes, guilty pleasure. Since I tend to switch up the design in the process of making the comic making. So yes, it is a guilty pleasure. Or sometimes I forgot some of the details. Let's add him some accessories more. Make him make him have a little bit of a gimmick. Okay, for the hands, add some zipper in here as well. Okay, also I want to add some of like Final Fantasy looks to him, and a little bit of classic vampire vibe. You know, the Dracula vibes like that. Okay. Now I got a clear picture of his costume in my mind. Little bit accessories here and there, little bit detailing in here and there as well. And you know guys, I'm actually really bad in sketching or inking in digital, so this is kind of like a practice for me, since lately I got a lot of commissions that I have to work on digitally, but it turns out really bad. So this is quite a practice for me, and it works well. I'm learning. I'm getting used to digital inking. As you can see, I'm quite fast right now, even though this video is fast forwarded a few percent. So, but yeah, I want to give him more of a casual look than too much of superhero looks, since I don't think he's the type that gonna hide his identity, since his power affects his looks as well. So why not? His identity is his own. His superhero identity is the same as his everyday life identity. Add some accessory here and there. Skulls, belts. Get the belts maybe. Yes. I want him to look more of intimidating than annoying, like the original design. The original design give me an annoying vibe, not intimidating. I don't think Mr. Kibblesmith have a really clear goal on what making the character on making the character into a better, what should I say, into a better persona, so it really lacking in many aspects, really many aspects. Usually when you see a good character, and you can tell how much a character is cared and designed with good intention. Usually you'll find details on the designs, you'll find personality on the design, but the original design sadly only give me, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's seriously designed to me. It feels like it's only designed just for fun and for the sake of the ease of drawing the character. So that's kinda let me down. It's not designed as detailed as you can tell which character that designed in more detail. It's Snowflake, Safespace, and Trailblazer. Sorry, my tongue slip. Trailblazer is actually the third character that have most details on the design, but it's still lazy. The one that designed with the most care is Snowflake and Safespace. And then you can see from the level of and the degree of the art, uh, even the screen time is designed very lazily. So yes. Okay, now I'm moving on the shoes. Not shoes, actually boots. And let's change those tight pants into regular pants. I'm gonna make it a little bit made of maybe leather pants. And add a little accessory here and there in the pants and yep. So it won't be too bland. It will match with the rest of the design, as I'm putting more of the accessory on the left side. Now let's change those wings into more like of a cape. I'm thinking of coloring it with velvet red instead of that neon. I don't know, it's neon magenta, so I'm gonna change it into velvet red. And now we have the line art. And so let's jump to the base of the coloring. So I'm using a clipping mask technique that I learned recently. Yes, I'm learning it recently. Usually I'm more of digital painting, digital paint and cell shading the picture, but now I'm trying to do it faster, and it's faster this way since I don't have to think. I don't have to think about missing any spaces or spots or forgot something that I haven't colored yet. So this technique is better to me. And yes, let's talk about the character again. You know what's wrong with these characters? Yes, the new warriors characters. And many people, many YouTubers actually saying their point in quite accurate way. This character doesn't have any weight on their character designs and concepting. They doesn't have any weight. They doesn't have any, what should I say, goal or dreams or flaws. Yes, flaws. They doesn't have any flaws at all. So adding flaws to their characters might help, and it's not helping by making some idiom or moniker or the rigid race. Nah, I forgot the terms, but bad words like snowflakes into their own names. It doesn't help, and it's clear that Mr. Kibblesmith is not a competent person to write an original, I should say original story. He's not. If he's given an already established character, it might help, it might be easier, but making his own, I don't think it will. I don't think that's help. Since from the interview, you guys have already read not the interview, the trailer. You guys have already seen the trailer, right? I'm sorry if I was saying a bit wrong words here and there. It's clearly that he's not a type that really, what should I say, know the strong points of a comic of the franchise are. He doesn't know the strong point of the New Warriors are, what the points, not the points, the main theme is, or what the basic message is. So let's talk about this, the message. They're trying to change the message into their own agenda in here, while the message of each character is already pre-designed for them only. And these poor new warriors are given really simplistic and, I should say, idiotic message to them, and that undermine their character and lower their values as a character, and that is just really sad to me. Let's take an example of how making a good character interesting by solely based on how we shape the character and the story behind them. I like how Marvel characterized Iron Man, because even though he's a genius, he's a tech genius that can make. He's a multimillionaire, and he can make his own power by his technology. And even though he doesn't have any superpower at all, actually, but they give him quite a huge flaw from all of that perfections. His flaw is he's easy to be dragged to depressions. He's alcoholic, he's workaholic, and he have a lot of trauma. And the curse, you can say it, the curse of the genius, that he have a lot of burden in his shoulders, and that give him a more humane, yes, superhuman, that humane, because we can only relate to a character that is humane, and being humane is even though we look perfect, we look flawless, we always have flaws inside. Take example of Marisu character. Marisu character is a character that not become great, that already great without any efforts of the storytelling, without need of the developing the character, and he or she, the character, already gained quite formidable power, and that is lazy, really lazy. But what I like from Iron Man is the trial and error. He may be beaten down, his tech may be stolen by the enemies. Most of Iron Man enemy stole his tech, but he never backed down from all of it. Well, actually he backed down several bits of time, but he always got back up, and that's really humane for him to do. He sometimes falls into depressions. He became alcoholic, he became indulge in his own thoughts, but that's human. That's really human. That aspect is not present yet in this new Warriors character. Just based from how Mr. Kibblesmith described them, they are only there for the gimmicks. That's their only selling point, the gimmicks that they are used to turn derogatory narcissist. The undermining terms, or should I say insults, into a badge of honor, and it's bad, really bad in my opinion. That is not how a character should be based off. So, but people may say that, but but how about yourself? How about my character? Okay, maybe you can see or read in the list is on the descriptions below. My comic is Chandala. It tells story about two siblings that stranded in the ancient kingdom of Majapahit, and then quote saved by Chandala, a pair of master and student. Chandala is a case of, yes, it's a social class that specialize in dealing with death, cremations, the ceremonial for death, and executioning, yep, killing people. So they're specialized in that. And the one that I want to take as an example is one of the Chandala character. Her name is Ayu. I develop him, not him, her. I develop her from early on, green, really green, naive Chandala that wants to jump into the action, wants to try to beat the main antagonist in the story, but of course she fails horribly, and everything goes horribly wrong. And she remembers her childhood trauma, which is she had experienced kidnapped by a group of bandits, and of course raped as well. And she is saved by Chandala, and which inspire her to be one in the future. And she did manage to become one, but she doesn't have the experience or the right resolve to do so. And after she goes face to face with death itself, she resolves herself and find her strength, though not the strength to fight back, but to stand her ground. She finally finds the right resolve to fight, and there she is saved by another Chandala that will become her master later on. And few years later, she became stronger, and this time with the right resolve. She resolved to fight to the end, even though her life is the bad. Yes. So finding the resolve, finding the right state of mind, finding the reason to fight, finding the what should I say, the right attitude to live with the expectation of the what can I say about the Natna? I'm trying to looking the right word, but it doesn't came to my mind. So yes, she wants to be a Chandala, and when she became one, she undermined the meaning of it. She undermined the not the difficulty, the hardship of it by jumping straight into the action, but without the readiness to face death. Because yes, the like a warrior, like try to think like a samurai. A samurai with bushido ways, they're willing to face death for their master, for the right cause, for honor. If you only became a samurai just for fun, or just because you want it to be, you will become a half-ass samurai. That's the gist of it. It's different from a childish dream and the right resolve to be one, and it applies on every job, every status, every what should I say, positions in life. I always wanted to be a comic artist, even when I was an elementary elementary grade schooler, but I still my resolve in the 6th grader. So I go to many workshops, many seminars, especially in comic writings and drawings, storytellings. I do research on how to be one, on how to work on a comic, and it took me years to fully understand it. So yeah, it's not easy, but the resolve is there. I already resolved myself since 6th grader. But the funny thing is, when I was at the high school, there was this teacher. She's a new teacher that had just teach that day. Yes, it's her first day, and I sat right in front of her and I draw in the class. Yeah, if any one of you guys think that I was crazy, I don't. I openly declare my resolve of what I want to be to all of the teacher. I want to be a comic artist. So they knew, but this one doesn't. So when she saw me see me drawing, she snapped, and she slammed my desk really hard and asked me why I draw, and what do I think I will become later on when I grow up. And I just calmly said I want to be a comic artist, and the whole class is silenced with my answer. And even the teacher couldn't think of any comebacks from that, and so she just sit back down and watch me draw without saying anything. Oh well, she did ask me if I have already finished my math work. Math. Yep, I already finished it, and so that's why I draw. And that ends the whole conversations. And it feels good. So yes, that resolve is part of my personal experience as well. So that's why I knew. And I don't think these new warriors character are designed with that kind of resolve for their professions. I just think that this is only the kiddie, what should I say, kiddie resolve for them. It's only, okay, let's just make the character like this, let's make the character like this, let's make it some fun with this, but they didn't think of any way to make the character more humane, more appealing, that not nor give them more depth in their characters, or making them more, I should say, alive, more personality. No, they just do it like that, which is saddened me. Really sad with that outcome. Well, you can see how many people got disappointed with this new warriors. I don't know if they're gonna release the comic soon, but I don't think it will sell well. It will really end up badly. So no. Okay, we are almost done with the legs. Hold on, I'm checking out if there's anything that I missed. Yeah, the chokers. The original design have chokers on him, so why not? Let's give him choker as well. What do you think, guys, for the design of the B negative? I really hate the name B negative. I really hate it. So maybe changing the name later. Tell me what's a good name for this guy. Something that has something to do with vampire, night, fangs, blood, bats. Yes, making the shines. And actually this video, the drawing process is done in several days. Yes, you heard me, days. I've been really busy with a lot of commissions and projects. I'm mostly handling them myself, and so this video is made in several days. Each of them is like 30 to 20 minute sessions. Save them and continue it later when I'm kinda not bored, but kinda stressed out, or need a change of pace. But it works. It works. It's kinda good way to relieve my stress from drawing the same thing or working on the same project every day. So I think, why not? Yeah, the boots is coming along nicely. Let's give the boots some shine too. We won't be using too much of the color palette, but we won't use too little color palette as well, just like in the original design. I'm planning the main color palette is that red. I'm gonna fix the hair too, and yeah, let's give him some red lips. Why? Because I need I need his lips to pop up more. I'm not gonna use black, since it will be hard if we use black. Hard to look the shape at the shape of the lips itself. So I'm gonna fixing a bit of his hair, and I don't know about the complexions for his skin, but I'm gonna do something else rather than pure white like in the original design. Yes, it's a white. But I won't give the eye the red looks like in the original design. I don't like that. So let's try to make him looks more like a corpse. might choose the, some of you might not be able to see it, but trying to give him a bit of pale color. But the point is, pale coloration like this might help in giving him more of the undead looks. So yes. Oh, also I haven't colored the accessory yet. I might change the skin color later. It's to green, I think. And yes, since he is a vampire, I don't think silver color will be fit for him. So I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change the color from silver to gold. Yes, gold accessories. That might do well. Golden accessories. But for now, let's fix the color of his face, the skin actually. But yeah, you know what I mean. This is a bit better. I won't be doing shadings too much on this one, so it will be mainly heavy shadings too. And there's a lot of part that haven't been colored yet, but right now let's focus on the skin. So what do you guys think of the design so far? What do you guys think about the snowflake and screen time? If you haven't seen those two videos, go back in my channel. Go back and watch the designs. I love doing character designs like this. Yes, like I said before, I don't want to mess around with too many color. So dark purple. I don't think it's purple actually. Dark purple and velvet red, bright red, and golden color might do the trick. So yes, one of the basic of making a good character design is to limit their color palette as well. So limiting the color palette will help in identifying the character. Try to take example of one of the famous character from Marvel is like Wolverine. It's mostly black, yellow, and sometimes they add a dash of brown color on him. And Iron Man with red and golden, and sometimes they add silver color too as well. And so yes, limiting the color palette is actually a good way to identify the character. Blue, white, red for Captain America. This one is magenta, red, and gold. Well, it's not actually magenta, but it's really dark purple. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what should I call the color is. Now we're adding some gold colorations. So yes, the gold streak in his in his design. Just make the designs, no, not the designs, make the details pops out, and I love it. Yeah. The earring as well. Don't forget the belts. I'm gonna make it like it have some reflections as well. Okay, the accessory, the skull, all of the metal part will be made of gold. Why gold? Since there's legend that iron can hurt evil entities, and also silver can kill vampire and werewolves. So I'm using gold. Really many gold. But I don't think it will be real gold. It will maybe a fake gold. So it's like bronze or something like that. Okay, this video is almost over. It will be over in just tens of minutes. But enjoy it. Do you enjoy this video, guys? If you do enjoy, click like, subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notification button too. And tell me, who should I fix next? Should it be Trailblazer or SafeSpace? We're almost done with him now. We just need some finishings, like adding some shades. Yes. Okay, that shades is fine. He looks good. I think it looks good. What do you guys think? We can read more personality of him. He's turned serious. He's clearly taking seriously about his power. It became part of his personality as well. And now I'm adding some touch. If you can see what I'm doing, I'm trying to add some shadings into his shirt. Yeah, I'm using burn to make shades, so it did become a really good shades. I'm adding some shades to the jacket as well to give it more darker looks, so it has more of that leathery vibe on it. I think this one is good, guys. Yes, the belt as well. Don't forget the rings, the accessory. Turns out really good. I really do enjoy on making this one, since there's a lot of things that I can add into the character, and I can stray up from the original design, which is very awful. I know I shouldn't belittling other artists, but I just have to be honest with this one, since people mostly have high expectation from Marvel, right? But this one crushes all of people expectations. So yeah, it's proven by the populace, proven by public. So adding some shades here, still adding some shades, and I'm gonna add some basic color to the highlights of the jacket as well. So it won't be, I feel it's too distracting if it's kept this way. So still adding some shades. Now it has darker looks on it. Yeah, it's almost done. It's 95% done. And let's touch, guys. Let's touch. It will be done in 5 minutes. Don't worry. You can check the timer on your videos as well. Yeah, just adding some things to make it more interesting, pop up on more. Yeah, another gold streak in this on the side looks good. Yeah, that is much better. And adding some base color. I'm adding new layers, adding some base colors on here. Yeah, I'm using a selection tool to make it quick. Yeah, this color should do fine. I'm still selecting the missing parts that I missed. Okay, this is coming out nicely. Might be a hassle to draw in the actual comic, but hey, we got more complex character designs on Marvel, right? Really complex one, I mean, like Iron Man. Captain America is quite complex too, if I must say. Or maybe Thor. Yeah, it's almost done. It'll be done in a few minutes, guys. Okay, this is coming out nicely. So guys, again, don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the notifications button as well. And don't forget, watch my next video. And please drop some thoughts for this video, comment some more. And what should I do next? Should it be Trailblazer or Safe Space? If you like this video, share it to your fellow new warrior fans. And I'm writing some names from him, maybe Night Fangs or Nightshades, or I don't know, maybe taking something from Morbius as well. Or taking some aspect from Vampire or something like that. I don't know. Comment on the comment sections below. Yes. What should we name him? Okay. See you guys in the next video, guys.